Hello, magical butterflies. This is Tina from Butterfly Intuition Divine Guidance. I hope you are having a magical day, night, or afternoon. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are interested in booking a guidance reading or a guidance session with me, they can be booked in my Etsy shop. The link to my Etsy shop, along with my list of services, is listed below. If you are interested in purchasing one of the decks I created, or the Twin Flame music deck I co-created with my soul sister, if you're in the United States, they can be purchased on my Etsy shop. If you are international, there is a special ordering link for you below. My social media links, Instagram, Facebook, Patreon community, blog website, and my butterfly gratitude donation links are listed below. This reading is going to be a collective reading on Gemini season. Gemini season is from May 21st through June 20th. The title of this video came to me, Karmic Cycles Coming to a Close, because I feel karmic cycles are coming to a close for a lot of you in the collective. Myself personally am experiencing a karmic cycle coming to a close that is freeing me from being stuck and really being able to move forward and following my intuition more and aligning with my true path. So I felt guided to use that as the title of this video, just to see what is happening in the collective, because I feel I tend to channel through my personal experiences to help guide the collective that I channel for. This is going to be general, so this is not going to resonate with everyone. So as always, please use your own discernment when watching this video. Please take the message or messages that speak directly to your soul, and what doesn't speak to your soul, release it and let it fly. Let's get into what shifts are coming now that these karmic cycles are coming to a close. So with the karmic cycles coming to a close, what shifts are coming to you? I'm going to use two decks for this. I'm going to use the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn and the Psychic Soul Oracle cards by Mitchell Combs. Healing chaos. So tower moments may have occurred for you, and these tower moments brought transformation. They are helping you heal a situation, a relationship, a thought, a pattern, a belief, and it is helping you heal. Perhaps there was always a situation or a relationship or just something that always repeated itself, maybe every few months, every few weeks, a few times a year, or maybe once a year. And it's almost like, why am I revisiting this? Why is this happening? Why is this always repeating it? This is the final time it's going to come up, because you are seeing the lesson and you are seeing through a different perspective, because you are starting to align with your intuition. And it is helping you with the butterfly of manifestation. The crystal is pyrite. It is helping you set intentions that align and are a vibrational match to your heart's desire, so you can be a magnetic attraction to them. So this tower moment that is coming, so I feel for a lot of you, this is making a decision to choose yourself over a person or a job, to go in a completely different direction so you can manifest what it is that you desire. Maybe you've always tried to do that, but you were never a magnetic attraction to it because there was always some type of block. This situation, maybe you always handled it in the energy of the ego, and now that this tower moment happened, you are now transforming out of the chaos, out of the destruction, and into a more calming, serene, more going with the flow. I'm kind of seeing like when the ocean's very choppy and then it starts to simmer, it starts to just calm down and the waves just become very slow and very small. It's kind of like when the storm passes and the sun comes out and there's a rainbow in the sky is when I'm being shown. So this is just showing me that you are getting into the energy to start manifesting what it is that you desire, because this karmic cycle is helping you take a leadership role. So you are taking your leadership role in your life. You are being the leader, the main creator, the only creator of your life, of your destiny. You are not afraid now to walk the straight and narrow path by yourself. You are okay to stand on your own. And that is because you have embodied the energy of the butterfly of trust with Amazonite. You now have faith, you have the belief and the understanding that when you trust your intuition, you are able to manifest what it is that you desire. You trust the process, you trust yourself, you trust what your intuition is showing you, making you feel, and you trust the divine. You have released control, because I really feel a lot of people are being shown that it is time to let go of control. It is time to let go of wanting to know how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen. Because when you constantly look for something, it doesn't always come to you when it was supposed to. Because you're looking for something, you're trying to put out into the universe how you think it's going to come to you. And what you do is you stall it, you delay it, and sometimes you can self-sabotage and have it not come to you and have something go in a completely different direction. So you're learning to trust, and you're taking leadership of your life and taking responsibility for your part in this connection, this job, whatever it is. You're just taking ownership now. You're not in victim mode where you're blaming the other person. And that is bringing in new beginnings. With the Healing Chaos card I channeled, the storm is starting to pass and the light is coming. So the light in the distance shows me the sun is starting to shine again. So I'm being shown the Sun Tarot card in my third eye, and the Sun card is always about new beginnings, illumination, growth, and a new beginning. So Spirit is just telling you with this card that something new wants to manifest. And with Butterfly of Protection, with Tiger's Eye, the white light, the light in the sky, there is a protective shield around you. There is a divine energy that you are embodying that is just coming through your crown and your third eye chakras, and you're just trusting. You know you're protected. You know that what you want is protected. You know that the divine is on your side. Maybe in the past you always questioned, why is this happening to me? Why can't I catch a break? But now you ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What do I need to know? What do I need to learn? And what do I need to release? And this shift is showing you that change is okay. Change is inevitable. Change is always going to occur. You're never going to be the person you are today in the future, because you should be constantly evolving, constantly learning, constantly experiencing life. Not making life about another person, making life about yourself. Instead of going round and round on the merry-go-round, that's what I see with that horse, you are now getting off the merry-go-round, because you now understand, with the butterfly of options and choices, with the crystal amber, that you have decisions that you have to make. There is an opportunity coming for a lot of you that is going to help you move forward, to help you walk away from this karmic cycle, this karmic situation. Now, this karmic situation could be a love relationship, it could be a job, it could be a family relationship, a friendship, or just you walking away from limited beliefs, thoughts, and just a pattern that you have been in for some time that just kept you going round and round in circles. You are now seeing that you have the choice to free yourself. And now I'm being shown the Eight of Swords tarot card. You are seeing that you bound yourself in fear because of your fear of change. And you are now seeing that you have that option and choice to make that decision to go towards a new opportunity, to start moving forward so you can manifest the life of your dreams. But patience is required. When you close a karmic cycle, you have to take a break. You may get tired. You may feel stuck. You may have lack of motivation. It's kind of like when you do like an intense Reiki healing session or some type of healing session where you balance your chakras and you clear some energy, cut cords. You have to take a pause. So listen to your body. What your body is telling you is the blank card. Now the blank card in this deck is telling you that you do not have any obstacles in your way. There is nothing or no one standing in your way of moving forward and going towards what it is that you desire. The only thing that you can fear is fear itself, because ego brings in the fear energy. But when you shift out of that energy, you see there's endless possibilities. You start to have patience. You start to understand the true meaning of patience. So many people think they understand what the word patience means, but they don't. It's very easy to get frustrated. It's very easy to get impatient because we live in a very digital, instant world where everything is at our fingertips with our phones, with our tablets, our iPads, computers. Everything is instant verification, instantaneous. It's not like when I grew up in the 80s and the 90s where you didn't have the internet. You had a landline. And if you were lucky enough to have call waiting, you can get a call coming in. If not, if you were trying to get in touch with somebody, you would just keep trying until that busy signal stopped. There was no internet. There was no social media. Kids interacted in a much different way than they do now. We had the patience to get to where we're going because we didn't have a phone or a computer to look up the answer. We had to go to the library to read something. We had to ask questions. We didn't have computers in school. I mean, if you had that, it was just to play games. It's not like now where you have everything in a laptop or a tablet that you get from your school. Everything was a little bit more laid back. So find the patience to understand that you have the ability to move forward. It is all in a choice. It is all in your belief. What you choose to do, because you have that free will choice to either stay stuck and to not let this karmic cycle close, or you have the ability to say, yes, I am ready to close this cycle. I am ready to move on, and I will take it one step at a time because the blank card is telling you there is no obstacle in your way. You have the ability to move forward and to create the life of your dreams. So next, I'm going to get into what are these shifts helping you release. So we kind of touched the surface in the previous section. So let's get more in depth, more in detail. What are these shifts helping you release during Gemini season? I'm going to be using the Journey Oracle cards by Laura Ansel and the Power of Surrender cards by Judith Orloff. Self-love. When you would love yourself, you will attract love into your life. So you are releasing what has kept you from embodying the energy of self-love. You are shifting out of the energy of negative self-talk, negative thoughts, negative patterns, toxic and karmic relationships, perhaps even a job situation. And what it is helping you surrender is surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. So if you have been in the energy of people pleasing, maybe you've been like that your entire life, and you have pulled back a little bit, you may really be pulling back now. I know for me, in my personal journey, I have always been in situations where people rely on me. They always expect me to help, but it's never an equal give and take. It's always me giving and them taking, and maybe giving to me a little bit with some fake appreciation. And I've really learned to take my power back, to choose myself, to really align with my intuition. And saying no feels so good because I don't fall into the energy of being manipulated, being in a guilt trip into doing something I don't want to do. I'm not afraid to say no. I'm not afraid of the consequences. I'm not afraid of someone not liking me, because to me, you should be asking someone to do something because they want to, and if they say no, you should be okay with that. It's not, everything should be equal give and take in any type of relationship. It's not just love. It should be that way in friendship. It should be that way in work, especially work, because you tend to spend the majority of your time with your coworkers. So if you work with people who are lazy, if you work with people who just expect you to just get all this workload piled on you, you're just starting to see that you can't keep doing this, that you have to choose yourself. Because having a heavy workload, having stress put on you, having all these expectations put on you that you know that you can't fulfill because there's just not enough time and you're one person, you will feel like you're being set up to fail. But that's just because people, when they're in ego and when they're spiraling and they're out of control and they're just trying to fix one thing by, like, you'll see that a lot in companies. Like, if someone is behind in their work, they're going to need someone to come help them, but then that person gets behind in their work. So you're learning to put yourself first. If it's a work situation, you're learning to put your work first, and you're just embodying that self-love to really just listen to your intuition. That is going to help you make the correct decisions for yourself. And what is transforming, what is being released is stress, because now you have found peace. You have come a long way. It is time to rest for the next chapter. So this is a confirmation to the message that came out in the previous section, that sometimes when a karmic cycle closes, you have to take a pause. You have to rest before the next chapter writes. And what you need to surrender is surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative feelings surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. So Spirit is just reminding you to make sure that you are aware of your thoughts, because your thoughts do create your reality. And now that you have closed this karmic cycle, or you are closing this karmic cycle, you have to be more aware, self-aware of your thoughts, because a thought is simply a thought until you put your focus and attention on it. And if you start to believe it, then it can manifest into your reality. So transform out of negative thinking and ego and really align with your intuition. And what that's going to bring you is closer to what you want, because you are now in reach of your goals. The changes you are trying to make are getting closer, so you are almost there. You are learning it's not about the destination, because you have to enjoy the journey before you get there. You can't just fast forward. It's like watching a movie. Do you watch the entire movie, or do you start at the beginning and then fast forward to the end, not paying attention to anything in the middle? No one does that. Unless you've watched the movie a million times and you just like the ending. But most people, when they're watching a movie or a TV show or even reading a book, you watch, read, and see everything. You don't fast forward to the end. You don't go to the movie theater and have somebody stand up in the middle of the movie and tell you the ending, because that would piss you off. And anyone who says it wouldn't is lying, because I have had people tell me how a movie ends when they know I haven't seen it. So take that energy and see. Take that energy of knowing that you don't need to know how you're going to get there. You don't need to know how this person is going to come back. It doesn't matter. If this person is going to come back, why does it matter how and when and where? I actually watched a video on YouTube. I was watching a twin flame coach talk about that. And it really was an epiphany to me, because I have been in that energy in the past. And sometimes I find old habits die hard, and sometimes that will come in. What does it matter how it's going to come? What matters is that it's coming. You have to trust. And you have to surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your own power and soar in your life. So when you surrender outdated beliefs about yourself, you don't be in that energy of, where is my person? When is this job coming? When am I going to get the money to pay my bills? When am I going to start making money? Because when you start looking for something and you start focusing on what you don't have, you're in a lack mentality. So you have to release that. You have to surrender these outdated beliefs about yourself, because they originate from the past. Past beliefs, patterns, maybe even programming if you were raised a certain way, or you listen to just negative people around you. Maybe you watch the mainstream media. They can definitely be influential in just making you get stuck. So you want to just turn off that negative self-talk. You want to turn off the negative talk of others. You want to turn off anything that makes you doubt yourself, because you have to align with your intuition and get into this warrior energy and know that you are one with the divine. You are the universe. I'm going to repeat the card again. You are one with the universe. The divine. You are the universe. So you are one with the divine. The divine is on your side. And the divine is here to tell you that you can have what you want if it's meant for you, but you have to surrender to divine timing. I know divine timing comes up a lot in my readings, and of course every reader will talk about this at some point all the time in their readings, or once in a while it comes out as a reminder, because we get so fixated on when, how, where. It doesn't matter. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. So it's just like what came out earlier. Being in that energy of it has to happen now, because we are so used to instant gratification. We post something on social media, like, comment, comment, comment. We have a question, we Google search it. We want to find a movie or a video. We go on YouTube, we go on Netflix, we go on Amazon. We need to buy something. If anyone that has Amazon Prime knows, if you need something, you go on the Amazon app or their website, you search it, they have it, you can get it tomorrow or the next day. We have that instant gratification because the internet and social media has spoiled us and took away the importance of time and being patient. And that's what being in a divine love connection, a soul connection journey, whether you resonate with a label or you don't, that is one of the biggest lessons that you are supposed to learn on this journey. It is not about your person. It is not about what they're doing and who they're with, because most of the time they're not in that energy wondering what you're doing, because they're living their life. And if they are wondering what you're doing, they're not obsessing over it. And a lot of people can get into that energy. I know I used to be in that energy, but I have released that energy, and I am in so much peace just knowing that I am a warrior, because I know I am one with the divine, and I am the universe, and I surrendered to divine timing. And it was really hard to do that. I can tell you, I can speak from experience. I was the most impatient person ever. I always wanted to control a situation. I always wanted to know what it was going to happen, because I was insecure and I wasn't confident because of upbringing, the way I was treated in school. But I had to heal all that. And now I'm a warrior. And now I trust the divine. I trust the process. And I trust that I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And it doesn't bother me, because I'm focused on what I'm doing right now, today. Next, I'm going to bring forth what new beginnings are coming for you during Gemini season. So what new beginnings are going to come for you during Gemini season? I'm going to be using 2 decks for this. I'm going to use the Spell Casting Oracle cards and Angel Answers. So the first new beginning that's coming is commitment. So I'm hearing commitment to excellence, committing to your dreams, to your goals, and making the most of life, flying high, flying free, and knowing that you can soar above the clouds and make it to your destination when you get there. Because you need to be assertive. Being assertive, being able to commit to reaching a goal. It's very easy to kind of have that procrastination energy if you start something and you don't finish it. And that tends to happen because I used to be in that energy, because I was always looking ahead at the next thing I had to do. I was never present in what I was doing. So this year, one of the things that I learned was it's time to take a step back. It's time to do things more slowly, to not rush, to do one thing at a time. I live with writing on Post-its, to make to-do lists, to make daily lists, to write things down. It really helps me stay organized, and it helps me stay focused so I can do one thing at a time. And I will look at the list and I'll see, okay, I can do it in order, or you know what, I need to do this thing first. But I stay committed and I stay assertive. And by doing that, you're going to see that you have the strength to do it. You have the strength within you, not only to be assertive, but to get more information. So you won't take things at face value. You won't take things because someone is telling you. You're not going to just believe something because you see it on TV. You're going to have the strength to do your own research, to be assertive, to trust, and to just really get in sync with your beliefs, your truths, and what you just feel is right for you. And that is just going to bring you happiness. You're going to align with happiness. You're going to be truly happy with where your life is. As karmic cycles end, it's an ending. Sometimes it could be a bittersweet ending, a sad ending. You may need to take a rest because you may need to cry. You may need to grieve. But you know the hard times are over. And the butterfly on that card shows me transformation. And what this transformation is bringing is to tell you that the situation is going to improve. meaning your life is going to improve because you have found the true meaning of union with self. You have found the true meaning of happiness, that you do not need another person to make you happy. You have that within you to make yourself happy. And it helps you commit to healing. We are always healing. We are always evolving. Because as you begin your spiritual awakening, as you begin moving forward and going through life and committing to going down a new path, sometimes things are going to come up and sometimes you may have to close another karmic cycle. It happens to everybody. But this karmic cycle is going to help you heal and cut the cords. And you're going to have an opportunity to either reconnect with someone from the past, leave a job and go work somewhere else or work for yourself, or you are simply just going to be in the energy of allowing and receiving abundance to come into your life. And another new beginning that's coming for some is reconciliation with someone from the past. A love partnership that is going to find its way back to each other. If you have been sensing this or feeling this, it is going to happen for some of you, but it will happen in perfect timing. You cannot rush the process because both you and your person are going through a recovery and you both need time to heal. You both have helpful people around you to show you that there's something better, meaning there's a different way to handle this. So don't stop moving forward, don't stop believing, and don't stop trusting. Next, I'm going to get you how you can make the most of Gemini season and the energy that it's bringing. The deck I'm going to be using for this is the Moonology deck by Yasmin Boland. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So I'm drawn to the green on that card. So the heart chakra. It is time to give to yourself. And by giving to yourself, we'll release the energy that nothing will come of this situation. Because if you are constantly giving to a person who is not giving back, nothing is going to change. But when you shift and you give to yourself, you will see with the new moon card that a new start is coming. Something new is going to begin. And what is going to begin is releasing negativity. Getting out of the Scorpion energy, wanting to sting somebody or being in that defensive mechanism or just being defensive when it comes to another person. Because remember, nothing is yet set in stone because energy changes daily. And it all depends on the choices you make each and every day. So show the world the real you. And just know, with full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. So for a lot of you, if you have been waiting for an answer, a sign, it is going to come during Gemini season. But you have to work through your fears to be open to receiving it. So take some time to breathe out. Take some time to allow this karmic cycle to close. And to allow the dust to settle, because the end of a tough cycle is approaching. And the energy is going to gain momentum by the next new moon. But remember to not let your pride get in the way. You want to be confident and a leader like the lion, but not stubborn. And just know that Gemini season is a time for healing. Gemini season is here to tell you to step out of your comfort zone, that your dreams do need a practical plan. You just need to build it from the ground up, brick by brick. And this personal issue is going to reach resolution, so trust it. And a new romantic cycle is going to begin, and balance is going to be restored. So for those that I channeled the reconciliation Gemini season is going to help bring balance to you and this person from the past who is coming back. So I'm going to close out this reading with a channeled affirmation card from the Sacred Empowerment deck before I head over into the extended reading. If this reading is resonating with you and you would like to go to the extended reading is on my Patreon channel. My Patreon channel is a monthly subscription. So you can click the link below and check out my channel to see if one of the tiers that I offer resonates with you. If not, I thank you so much for being here, for being a subscriber, and I leave you with your channeled affirmation. I trust the wisdom of my body. Healing is my natural state. Listen to your body. Listen to your heart. Free yourself from what keeps you stuck. Free yourself from what keeps you from leaving this karmic cycle to move forward. Trust the wisdom of your body. Trust your intuition. And trust in the divine. I do hope this reading has brought you clarity and guidance. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Share this with anyone who you feel would like to hear the messages in this reading. Have a beautiful and magical Gemini season. Thank you so much for watching and being a subscriber. Love and light.